Like when I shut the gate, I know that I'm home. The outside world, everything, all the chaos is on the outside until the rest of the family gets home.
That's exactly
and then
it.
the chaos comes through the gate.
Wow, it was safer out there
Yeah,
in traffic.
That's when I have to go. I got another job. It works. It tends to work out.
Yeah. No, I would like to hear more about your day. We're on, aren't we? Oh, shit.
Edit.
So, Brian, sounds like, how's your day going, good sir?
Well, funny you ask, James. I don't know. I just know it. I've been trying to figure it out so far. It seems early. I just woke up and went, moon water phase must be out of sorts. Feel edgy. You know, and I don't know why. I should, it's all, everything's great. I got nothing, that's a bunch of crap.
It sounds really good.
It does. I'm fine. How are you? How are you doing, Scott? Fine? Okay, let's go. Percentage, 0 to 100. What are you feeling you got in you today? Today.
Right now.
This
I'm
moment.
I'm feeling like a champion.
Yeah, okay, that's not a percentage.
No, that's I know.
Not even a number.
I know,
not even. It wasn't even pronounced correctly.
No, I was going with the French version. Today I'm going. I've heard about you guys pre-show here, and today I'm not doing too bad. I'm accomplishing some things today. I seem to be on a roll. We started out with a double skunk in one trap this morning, so that's always when I can put a double in one, that's money in the bank, baby. That's money in the bank. I just got 4 more to go. So, and the smell always gets me. That kind of smell, the effervescence, cleanses the sinuses. First thing in the morning, the skunky, funky Coloradan striped tail cat. No, I'm doing good.
Still,
about a.
That's what I'm waiting on. Waiting on the percentage number. So far, he's like a politician.
Yeah.
Can you tell us exactly when you'll be withdrawing from Afghanistan? Well, the people
look. I'm feeling pretty good today. It's been a good day. And now look.
Okay, 0 is death. 100 is elation.
I'm going about
50 is meh.
I'm going about a 90%. I'm doing really good this morning. I'm doing really good. I am doing, thanks to Monster Energy Drink.
You feel you're at 90% performance today?
I'm making things happen this morning, man. I'm accomplishing, so I'm happy. Right now, so far. As you know, things could change on a dime.
Well, if you're 90, we're going to take you down to 73 by the time we're done here.
Guaranteed.
You'll get a D+.
A 74.
If you put your name on the paper.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever have that in school where they graded on a curve?
Oh, yeah.
And
Mine was always curved.
I had a friend, my friend Richard, in class. I just remember him turning in his paper and them going, Richard, if you put your name on it, we'll give you a D-. Right. Oh, can I have that back?
And that was like in the 11th grade.
Oh,
right?
and then had to ask me how to spell it. That was. It was the 11th grade. My second year of sophomore.
Go, Richard.
Yeah.
Go, Richard. You're still in the game, baby. Still in the game.
Still a Facebook friend, and your name is spelled correctly on your post.
Or does it start with a D?
No, it's R.
Okay.
Richard. Yes, indeed. We've talked about that. When does a Richard become a dick?
Right,
and it's usually after something they did at a party.
Right.
That's what.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
Oh my golly.
All right, so you got anything?
So what percent are you? You down below 50?
Oh, no.
Just
no.
You above 50?
No, I'm like a solid C+.
Oh, okay.
You know, okay,
So
I'm
that ain't
talking
bad.
80 percentile.
That's passing.
With room to grow. That's just the beginning. Now, I don't ever write it off. I do not have bad days. I have bad moments. I
like that,
you know,
man.
never a whole day, but I might have a real crappy half hour or a questionable hour where I'm trying to figure something out. I never, ever, ever give up on the day, though.
Right.
Because it could be 8 o'clock at night and you have just waited in crap all day, but 8:15, something really cool happens, or you have a beautiful moment.
And it can change it.
And it changes everything and wipes everything away.
Right.
So I've always had the philosophy is you never give up on a day. When I see Facebook posts from people at 8 o'clock in the morning, well, this day's shit, you know, and you're like, wow,
And unfollow.
okay, it's
Unfollow
a
that,
little
yeah.
early to throw in the towel.
Right.
I think of, you know, I look at it in sports sense. You look at a football game
Right.
where many times a team has played like crap but are somehow still in the game, and with 2 minutes left, everything clicks, and John Elway would lead them back for a comeback, and they would win the game.
Isn't that the
you
truth?
don't ever
Right.
stop,
Right.
because you can always pull out a victory.
Absolutely.
Always. So
through something.
the day has started
Yes.
a little slow. I cannot explain why.
C+.
I don't know if it's a moon phase or what it is, but I actually have a strong vibe of what it is.
Good, man. Yeah, it's a strong vibe of what's causing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, and I'll just share, not just on a bit of a down note.
lay it on
To
us,
begin
man.
with,
Lay it on us. Let it off your shoulder, man.
No,
Let it go.
I love my dad so much.
Right?
I mean, I'm crazy about my dad. He's my hero. He's my influence. He's everything. And I feel so bad for my dad right now. A few weeks ago, we lost Uncle Kurt.
Right.
Who, you know, there were 3 brothers, my dad, Kurt, Chuck, and my dad. They're tight.
Yeah.
They're 3 of the same, you know. And Uncle Kurt died less than a month ago. I'd been gone to that funeral in Duluth. And we get back from the funeral, and now Uncle Chuck died this morning.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, he passed this morning. And it's one of those where it's sad, your heart hurts, you also feel gratefulness in that. I mean, I saw pictures of Chuck at the end, and still a strong mind. His body was just, it was gone.
Yeah.
It had had enough, and Chuck had had enough.
Right.
Chuck had expressed to my cousins, to his kids, you know, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, and my dad was able to, just like he was with his brother Kurt. Kurt was in the hospital. My dad got out there, got to sit with him, have a great talk, you know, got pictures with him, and a couple days later he was gone.
Yeah.
Chuck had gotten in the hospital. My dad went out there, and day before yesterday, Dad sat with them, and they had a great talk about what it was like growing up being brothers, stories about, you know, his mom and dad, and how, you know, my dad told him, look, I understand. You know, if I am in that position, I want the same thing.
Absolutely.
So my dad in 1 month's time went from still having this full, robust brotherhood to now being the last one alive in his family.
Right.
You know, and then I was just texting with him this morning, and it was just hitting him that emptiness.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where he's grateful.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, again,
Absolutely.
grateful in the sense of everything. I got to show you. I mean, I can just get your reaction.
Yeah.
But I want to show you the picture. This is the last picture of my Uncle Chuck.
Right on.
He's laying in his hospital bed, looking at the camera, flipping it off.
Right.
And that's
A man of my culture.
and that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Right.
And that's that family to a core, that down to the end, going to be defiantly going, but I mean, a joyful spirit, the most wonderful man, but will always, you know, here you go. I'll give you one of those.
It's all yours now.
Exactly.
Do with it what you want.
Exactly. But great memories again. And I just can't recommend enough to people that if you're if you have a family that still communicates, I know there's broken families and all that, and I recommend trying to heal them.
Right.
But if you are still together, you're still talking, and you've always said, we need to get together for a reunion sometime. Quit saying it and just frickin' do it.
Right,
There is no perfect time. You're never going to have the perfectly clear schedule. Not everything is ever going to time out just right.
No,
just
ever.
plan it, set a date, and do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is your sign.
Agreed.
Literally, this is us telling your sign to do it right now.
Right,
Yes.
It's your sign.
right.
You're waiting for the sign. It's right now.
It is.
We're
Right.
telling you, do it right, now.
It doesn't take that much. When you look about how much time and money we waste going to other parts of the country or taking other trips or giving other people our time, nothing is more valuable than that.
Oh, I agree. My wife's the type, though, who's just like, I just got to wait for the sign to happen. I'm literally telling you right now, do it. Just do it. That's the sign. Well, it doesn't have the cosmic stars aligned. That's not the sign. The sign's me telling you to do it.
That's right.
Do it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, I love hearing from you in these situations. Not all of them. This one was okay.
So it's really cool.
Thank you, Brian.
I'll point. All right.
That's usually for me.
No, with you it's and off. Yeah. Completely different things. I'm summoning him. I'm stopping you. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way we roll.
Should have it figured out.
I was looking at that picture of your uncle, man, and there's so many things that come to mind, and I think everybody's experienced this on some level with the, how old was he?
90.
90
Yeah,
years old, man.
in no way was he shorted of life. So, it's not like
Right.
I'm sitting there going, "Oh, Chuck was robbed" or any of that.
Right. No, and for your, for your dad, I feel his pain. But school started up, public school started up, and I wanted to share this because to see a 90-year-old man who had done his time, put in his life, spoke his wisdom, learned, impacted every way he could. I've got a niece that calls me Uncle Jesus. She always has.
Understandable.
And she started preschool. And I'm going to show you this picture where she was. My sister come in and she asked her, she said, "Lena, are you okay, baby?" And she says, "Shh, I'm talking to Uncle Jesus about school." Now, there she is.
She's on the toilet, pants to the ankles.
Head bound, hands crossed. She is. So I just wanted to share that, man, because there's so much life that we're
It just reminds me of how many prayers have been tossed at porcelain throughout the years.
Well, and we talk about that.
Confessions, prayers, promises.
That is church, man. We talked about that on the radio. When you go to the bathroom, you're at church.
It is.
You're at church, man. Oh my golly. Isn't that awesome?
It's beautiful. She's just, in a full crunch pray.
Oh, and she
She's
told my
just back
sister,
to-
"Shh, I'm praying to Uncle Jesus about school."
No, that's awesome.
I'm telling you,
I
man,
love that.
It's so cool to see from one extreme to the other of everything that he did, impacted, wisdom spoke, to this little girl on the toilet, ready to face the world, praying to Uncle Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
There's just a lot of stuff there, dude. I don't know.
No, it speaks volumes to put those two pictures next to each other.
Right.
Right. It really does.
So what are you going to do with your life?
Well, I'm going to try to figure out what the hell's going on with mine.
Yeah, me too.
No, I always had a rule: heartbeat in, heartbeat out.
Oh, yes, you have.
All
I've
right.
heard you
If
preach
you bring
that.
a new heartbeat into my home,
yep.
it can only happen if one of them has been snuffed out.
That's right.
Well, my wife endlessly spends hours on Facebook looking at homeless pets. She's been doing it forever. Well, a gal that she knew years ago reached out of the blue and said, "I know you love animals. I'm in a rough situation. I love my dog, but we have to go and can't keep him. Mm-hmm. Is there any chance?" She said, "I don't want to just give him to anybody. If I put it in the pound, who knows what's going to happen."
Right.
And we brought we brought this little girl, rat terrier, over.
Oh, it's a little female.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
on.
she came over to play to see if, because it all depended on if Dante accepted her.
Right.
All right, it all meant Dante. And they started playing immediately. It's like Dante is a really big dog and requires some exercise.
Right.
More than I'm able to give him.
Right.
So for the sake of him, he needs that playmate to tire him out.
Yes, absolutely.
You know? So they're clicking, they're getting it. I need an affectionate dog.
Right.
All right, you know me and
Oh,
Dante.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it's almost wrong. I cuddle him.
No, for sure, man. He's a big old teddy
love
bear.
him dearly.
Yeah,
he's
a big
my
old teddy
pal.
bear.
And this one is named Luna. Came with the name Luna. Now, I have 3 dogs, and I never picked any of them.
Okay.
All right, I've
Okay.
rescued all of them. Yet
Okay.
in the process, 2 of them are very expensive purebred animals.
Right,
You know,
right.
that Dante's standard poodle, that's a couple $1,000
Oh,
dog
yeah.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
This rat terrier that is from breeding stock with
Right.
papers is like a
Right.
$1,300 dog.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So she's beautiful, but it's one of those dogs that looks like you took the head off one animal and stuck it on the body of another.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, I seen the picture. There's definitely some giraffe in that with the legs. I mean, there's definitely some giraffe in that dog, man.
With like a pincher head of some kind of
pincher
little
head.
Doberman head or
Yeah,
something
and
on
then-
there.
Yeah. No.
just-
And I bet that thing can burn up the strip. We've got one, Otis, that has got to be, I mean, he's a rat terrier, fox terrier mix.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah.
And they
right in
look the same,
ballpark.
but yours got a lot more leg
Yeah,
than
it's
Otis.
much bigger than I thought
And
she
man,
was
they
going to be.
can burn. I mean, they can move.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And Dante's
Yeah.
got to love that. Because there's no way he'll ever catch that. Not
he
in a
won't.
house with furniture. And,
Nope,
No,
not
oh
outside
my
in the
God.
backyard, not at the
Dude.
farm when we take them to Susan's.
Yeah.
They went out there running and
Just burning up the strip,
just
man.
burning.
Wow.
Getting that
Wow.
energy out, but so good for them. But,
Right,
you know,
right.
like with Chevy is my
Yeah.
mutt dog that I got because, you know, I had to take him from my daughter. That he lives with me, and he's just an angry old lumpy guy. He's
Yeah.
you know, there's not
Yeah,
a
we
lot
can
left in him.
respect that.
Dante, his name was Dante, and I'm like, what a dumbass name, you know. And I hang out with for a while and
he's
looking at him,
totally
and
a
but you're a
Dante,
Dante,
man.
man. I'm gonna add a Patron to your name so it's cool.
Oh, there
Dante
you go,
Patron.
Patron.
That was it.
Yeah.
So now we've got Luna. All right.
I'd
And
somehow
Luna-
tie Loco.
No,
Loco
it's-
Luna,
well-
Luna Loco.
Lulu comes out. I called her Hulu the other night.
Hulu.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a, you know, Luna Bell. They're doing all this, and I like just really basic names for animals.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, no, Chris.
You
We're
know,
naming the dog Chris.
I've always wanted a dog named Frank.
That's, you know, it's
Just a Frank.
I got a friend with a dog named Norm.
see,
you know,
I
it's
love
just that.
that.
Makes me giggle.
Yeah.
When you're like, that's Norm. That makes me laugh.
Norm.
You know, and who has ever brought their dog out? Hey, this is Chris.
Right.
You know,
I
you
love
never
that.
hear that.
I
So
love
I've
that.
been having a few drinks, me and my daughter, and we're emphatically going, Chris. It's Chris.
Luna
And
Chris.
my wife is saying, no, it's Luna. Her name is Luna. And I'm going, no, it's Chris. No, it's Luna. Wait a minute. It's Luna Chris.
Chris.
That was it.
There you go.
So,
I love that.
The sacrifice is
I love
technically her name's Luna Bell to my wife,
Right.
but to the rest of us, she's
Ludicrous.
Luna Chris.
Ludicrous.
I think it's
I
great.
like that. That's brilliant, man.
Oh man,
That is brilliant. But now, wait a minute. Let's go back. A heartbeat come in. What heartbeat went? Where?
see, that was what was scary for the kids. Because I was on the air talking about that. I think I got a new heartbeat in, so I have to go home and kill something.
Right. Right.
You know, and my grandson
Or
Xander texted
humanely
me.
euthanize.
No, I was going to kill it. It's flat out freaking murder. Something was dying in my house. It's a rule.
Okay,
And
all right,
Xander
okay.
writes back and says, "You are terrible. You know, there'll be no animal murder." And I wrote back and I said, I wasn't just talking about animals.
Animals.
I said, you and your brother best hide when I get home because somebody's going to die. That's just, it's a rule.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Right.
Well, I've made an exception. So.
Yeah, well, of
She's
course.
there.
So how many heartbeats now do you have in the house?
5, 6, 7, 3 fish,
10.
10 consistently.
'Cause-
And then,
Wait a minute, what does that mean?
well, now and then I stop for a little bit.
Oh, Charger!
Clear. All right, we're back to 11. All right, thank you. Whew, you almost got another dog, didn't you, honey? That was quick.
Shingo wastes no time.
No, she's one of the, look, I did not make a living will
Right.
saying do not resuscitate or anything, because she's one who would see me turn on the humidifier and go, is it time? You know,
God love her.
what do you mean?
They just ain't right. They ain't right, man.
You're saying that?
That ain't
I'm not.
Right. No, you agreed, though. You agreed. You're ready to defend
I
it. but
did?
You totally did. I seen
How?
it in your
In my what? What are you looking at? I didn't show nothing.
You exposed.
I did not
He
in
agreed.
any way.
Yes, he did.
I did nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm kicking your ass.
Sounds like a politician to me. I didn't do anything of the sort.
Now listen,
Can
now
confirm
look,
or deny?
I didn't.
Now look. 11 heartbeats or 10?
Well,
Recount?
yeah,
Let's
I'm
have
not
a
going to do the
recount.
math. We're going to go. There's like
Yeah,
10.
let's
okay,
do a
hold on.
mail-in.
We got 3 dogs. We got the cat. We got the pig.
Pig. Oh,
We got the pig. We got me. We got my wife. And I got 3 fish. That's 10.
Okay.
And
okay.
then when the grandkids come over, their hearts are usually beating.
ish.
But we're talking living in my home. 10.
Living in your home, 10.
10.
That ain't bad.
10.
That ain't bad.
That I know of.
Well, yeah.
I saw one of them little, hairy, black, faster than lightning spiders last night. Where I'm just sitting, I'm sitting there watching TV and just corner of my eye, I see
Phil,
go
look what you just
right
did to me
across.
with a
That's
spider.
not fear
Yeah,
shouldn't
no,
do that.
Yes, it does. Give me the geese
it
kinkles,
took
man.
I saw it take right across the floor and go to a corner, and I'm like, I'm just gonna have to know he's here. I couldn't track him down. I couldn't find him. He's free roaming in my home somewhere. I'll find him in the shower. I'll put him under
for
a
the
shampoo
love
bottle.
of God.
I'll get him. Why don't you come over and see
No,
if he...
me.
Okay.
Me. Yeah, no, you'll see me evacuate this home, this whole
See,
house.
I've gotten so like I'll be sitting out at Susan's farm and a daddy long leg will crawl across my
for the love
and
of
that doesn't,
God, man,
it's
are you
nothing. I
kidding
just
me?
brush him off. That doesn't do anything.
Dude.
That's just a dot with big legs. That's
Dude.
not. It's not really terrifying.
No, that's me hanging over the chair unconscious.
that's right.
I passed out.
But those little hairy fast guys, man, they're little Spider Gonzalez. They're like Speedy Gonzalez.
Right,
No, but you know the ones I'm talking about. Really fast, like that one. Yeah, that's. So
So,
you look around. I saw something this morning that got me kind of excited.
in the house?
Well, it was in the house when I saw it. I saw a trailer for a movie that I didn't know was this close to coming out. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
What?
Yes. Have you seen the trailer for it, James? Have you seen it?
Oh yes, I have. There's been a lot of huge trailer drops, and that's one of them that's got on my radar. Kind of
Really?
right now. Yeah.
It's one they say they treated people in the theaters to this trailer not long ago just to see the reaction.
It's a continuation of the storyline too.
It
the
is.
crazy
That's
part
what was
about it.
really intriguing of it. It's Harold Ramis, who was the guy who was played the glasses and was a real geeky scientist guy. The story is about his grandchildren who end up. All he willed them was this old plot of land or whatever.
Right.
And here it turns out that this old plot of land and this old house is where
They
all the
stored
old
all the...
Ghostbusters stuff was.
Really?
And it's a whole new crew, a whole new
No
gang coming in, but they're
kidding.
picking up the story. And when just seeing them bust out the old Ghostbusters vehicle,
Right.
and in the trailer they show the kid taking off and he's whipping through a cornfield in it,
Really?
and all that. But seeing the box get pulled out after 30 years and
No way.
all this, it was
That's
just
cool,
kind of a
man.
goose bumper where it's like, okay, they seem to really be
Right.
paying homage to the original thing, not doing a cartoony kind of
New
remake,
age.
reboot thing. It was it's a continuation of the story.
That sounds
It's got
cool.
some
I'm gonna
hope.
look
It's
that
got
up.
some hope. You know, Hollywood's been on the track of just destructing like a lot of remakes and stuff. So, but this one looked pretty legit and stuff. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm looking
to
forward to it.
drop.
It was originally supposed to come out last summer.
Yeah.
Because the trailers were all set for a summer of 2020 release. Just like the James Bond movie that may never get in the
Matrix
theater.
4, John Wick 4. It was supposed to be Keanu Reeves that one day just because of that whole madness. Yeah, there's a lot of delays and stuff that they're still pushing back too.
They
because
are.
They don't want to compete with each other. I mean, James Cameron, his Avatar series, he's got 5 films already filmed, done, ready to be thrown out, but he won't go against the Marvel stuff.
What?
Yeah, it's like right now Marvel are the only people releasing movies. They must have had some backlog of,
Oh, they do.
you know, hey, here's another character nobody's heard of that could be the star of a movie.
Well,
Right.
Spider-Man just released a trailer, and nobody's going to touch the Spider-Man universe or even compete with that one because a lot of people like the Spider-Man one.
So is that what it is? They're not competing because of money wise, or
They
is
look
it
at the
they're the
blockbuster
honor?
thing. They want to step back, because that's going to
Okay.
generate a ton of box office. If we wait, let that thing go out. We come out 2 weeks
Gotcha.
later. We've got
Oh,
that.
Scott, there ain't no honor. It's about maximizing money.
Yeah, I
there ain't no
figured.
honor.
I just thought I'd throw that was hoax.
Nope,
So, yeah.
nope. But
there's no
the one movie I'm looking forward to, it's got Woody Harrison. It's Venom 2. There would be Carnage.
Love me some Woody
See,
Harrelson.
Well, I do too, but again, I'm not
guy.
a big cartoon movie guy, or
Right.
ones that are based off of comic books.
Sure.
I like some, but I'm not entrenched in the Marvel universe or the DC universe. I like some.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those, oh, the new one comes out, I got to be there.
Right.
But it is the phenomenon, and man, would I love to have a piece of that franchise. There is no franchise that is better. I always thought Star Wars was great at being secretive in what they're doing. Man, the Marvel Universe, I can only imagine if you sign in to do a Marvel movie, how big the stack of papers you have to sign saying you won't divulge whatever.
Right.
You know,
the
has to
gag
go into
orders.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine.
Well,
I like the Marvel stuff though. I'm getting into that, man.
I understand. I like some.
I
I'm
really-
just not immersed in the universe.
For sure.
Have you heard about that new Clint Eastwood movie that's coming out,
Then
though?
you see, that was actually what I was going to
Yeah.
bring up next, because the movies that pack the box office and do everything, you're going to see in a cereal box, you could see in a lunch box, and you're going to have an action figure that has to do with that movie. I'm at the age where the movies I like, you know, like you're not going to find a Clint Eastwood action figure for Cry Macho. Which is a new movie that he's working on now. He's what, 90?
Right.
If he's not close to it. And still, I'm stoked for a new Clint movie,
Right.
where he's
No doubt.
he's taking on a bunch of young. I want to say they're like rodeo cowboy kind of guys.
Yeah, they're,
Really?
they're the cartel drug lords and the Mexican,
Really?
Mexico stuff. Like,
Yeah.
the dude's directing it, producing it, acting in it. Like, he's
Get
still
outta
doing
here,
his thing.
man.
Like, he
Still
was
does
doing.
musical scores for his
Yeah.
movies too.
It's nutty. I enjoy almost every single one of his movies. He does, man, because he does stellar work with this stuff.
That's when it amazes you. Like when I look at the picture of my Uncle Chuck from earlier, who passed this morning,
Yep.
not much older than Clint.
Right.
You know,
Right.
which makes you just realize, in all honesty, how amazing it is to still do what he does, and not just do it really damn well.
Right,
you know?
right.
So yeah, I get excited for that one. I'm looking forward to
No doubt.
to Clint Eastwood.
No doubt. Heck yeah, man.
I dig that kind of stuff.
When are they going to do a remake to like Bonanza or Gunsmoke? Or
Oh, they
Abbott
should.
and
Oh, they should
Costello?
absolutely do a
Wouldn't you love
reboot
to
of
see
that
some
kind
of
of
that
stuff. Yes,
Seriously?
I would.
Man, I mean, dude, that would be
Hey, they did Tom and Jerry. Why can't we do?
Right,
You know,
I'm still
let's
watching
do some of
them.
those. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, I love me
It was
some Tom
funny
and
the other
Jerry.
night. We had been talking in here. James was talking. I'm going home and I'm watching Frasier. It was one of those.
Right.
It was one of those days. It's just he needed to cleanse the palate or whatever. And we get a screenshot of him later. And it's his TV, Frasier. And it was just funny because at the exact same time, I happened to just go, screw it. I'm
Yeah.
watching Andy Griffith.
And you sent
And
a
I
picture?
had just had, and right as he sends me a picture of that, I'm like, well, right back at you. That's
And I sent us a picture of the sunset because I was heading to the quarry.
Yep, you did, and I was grateful that's what it was.
I try to keep. James told me how to create a different file so I can separate those pictures.
It's good. I'm good. I'm glad I'm not on
better
the.
at it.
You took my name off the send list on that file.
I tell you what, it's when you see that download icon right there in the text messages from Scott, it's just like time slows down quite a bit on
It
that.
really does. Really does. You do a lot of thinking. I go into the bathroom and pray.
Like my niece.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. I started thinking about what I did earlier in the week to probably deserve what's about to happen here. Sunset. Okay, I'm good.
Well, just a sunset. Just a sunset.
Well, you know what next weekend is?
What is next weekend?
Labor Day weekend.
It is.
Yes.
No kidding. What are you gonna do? You gonna head up to the hills, go camping, fishing, boating? What are you doing? Jet skiing?
No.
I know you're big into jet skiing. What?
I'm gonna eat
what are you
meat.
gonna do?
I don't have any.
Eat meat,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't have
Well-
any big plans. It just dawned on me this morning that it's almost Labor Day.
I'm glad you brought it up because I don't even know what day of the week this is. Yeah.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. But know that, not this coming weekend, but the next one.
Okay.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's made for barbecuing. Really, I think it kind of signifies the end of summer. Starting to get harvest time.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
and all that's
Smell
getting
of
ready
that
to
fresh
happen.
cut alfalfa.
Know what I'm saying?
The corn pollen. The cornfields are up high enough to where it's changed the landscape. You don't know where you're at.
Yep.
I love that, man.
Same here.
That.
This is where we're going into my favorite time of year.
Me too. It's
Once we
getting
get
crisp.
and that's what I was going to say. The dog days of summer, when we get to the end of August, early September, I'm dragging. I've just, the 90s, I'm done with it.
Had
The upper
enough.
80s, I'm done with
Yep.
it. But each morning now, you feel just that. Just that nip, just that
Yes.
little bit in the air that makes you know it's coming.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
even if it's 100 during the day, we're hitting the upper 50s at night. It cools off. Windows open, fan going, sleeping.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you've just taken me there, bro.
No, it's a beautiful thing. It truly is.
James, what are you doing?
Oh, did the squawks. Just like you, Scott. I didn't realize Labor Day weekend was over here. But typically, my family, particularly with me and my wife, is that we don't really do anything for Labor Days kind of
Right.
things. We're not really those jet skis outdoors, have the
Mountain
beers kinda-
biking.
yeah. I mean, we may try something this year, but man, the people is out there today. It's just the crowds are up high these days for obvious reasons. So
Right.
we kind of just stick to the odd hours of things. So if
Yeah.
Labor Day's on the weekend, we'll probably go Tuesday, Wednesday up to the same area
Yeah,
where everybody's
exactly.
gone to, where they're all
Either go
left.
prior
Makes
so that
sense.
it's not filled up with trash,
Right.
or
Afterwards.
after
cleaning up the
avoid
trash.
that. Yeah, help clean up the trash. yeah.
Right. But,
Speaking of which, I got to do that down through my back roads here. Did you see all the couches and furniture that
I had
people
been
have-
seeing them. I didn't
they
see.
accidentally lost off their truck and trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, into the ditch.
I would love to set up a trail cam, get license plates, and come and bring them back. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I had a buddy, Charlie, who used to, there was a lady who would walk her dog, and the dog would crap on his front yard every day. And Charlie would look out the window and see her, and she would just leave it and go on. Charlie would go out and bag it up.
Yeah.
And he'd keep a week's worth. And then he'd go by her house and drop it off on her front step at the end of a week and say, I think you left something in my yard.
God love him. No
I
way.
thought that was brilliant.
No, but why should we have to do that? I mean, why? Where? What happened to the good old days? I got to share with you something that happened yesterday to my nephew. He went to the liquor store, like he always does. Left his car running in front of the car, just going to run in, grab what he's grabbing, come out, ran in, come out. There was a 10-speed lane where his car was, and his car was gone. They tracked his phone, and it was going across the Nebraska line, heading east.
No kidding.
Yeah, somebody got in his car, and what happened to the good old days, man? I mean, I remember growing up down south, man. We never locked our doors.
No.
You left your, what?
No,
What
but no,
happened?
I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to cry. He was a
Hey,
dumbass
no,
because you
I'm not
can't.
taking that away either,
no,
yeah.
because you got to realize you ain't in Mayberry.
No, you ain't in
It doesn't
Mayberry.
work like that,
No.
and you leave a running. And look, if you can't shut the vehicle off to run in,
I
get your
agree.
liquor, and come back
I
out,
totally agree.
or if your vehicle is one of those that I don't dare shut it off because I don't know if it's going to start. I got it started today.
Then you just
That's
got
great.
a blessing because
Because
they took your
it,
junk.
Just twisting
yeah.
it.
Oh,
just flip it. Just flip it.
Just flip it.
That's
Flip it. That's what we do, baby.
all right. Now we were talking Labor Day and barbecuing, and I'll bet more hot dogs are grilled and consumed over the Labor Day. Probably the 4th of July is probably the most traditional. I bet there's
would
more
think
hot
so,
dogs eaten at the
'cause
4th of
this
July.
middle of summer.
But you got to think Memorial Day
Oh, absolutely.
is a close second. Because
Yeah.
anytime a holiday revolves around grilling, the one thing you always think of when you think of a grill is a hot dog.
Always.
Because even if you're cooking steaks or doing something on there, you have a test wiener that you throw
you
on
gotta
it.
have a test winner.
Yeah.
You gotta,
No, I got that one family member that always wants that one random stuff. I'm having steaks. I am having hamburgers. I am having chicken. Yeah, you got a hot dog? Wait, what? Yeah, someone always wants.
Oh no,
a hot
yeah, you're
dog.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's a test wiener or that one family member.
No, always make a little pyramid of wieners too.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got to do it because it's a must. But here's the thing that I saw this morning. Do you need to get your phone?
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I got one of them while we were talking
kind
a
of
minute ago.
security.
Anyway,
Pandemic security? Yeah,
I
I'll
saw-
take it later. They'll leave a message. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. They can hear you as you're thinking.
so this morning, as we're talking about hot dogs, I was reading something that said, if you eat a hot dog, you're taking 35 minutes off of your life.
Oh, come on. Man,
That
really?
was yes,
Is that all?
35 minutes.
I'm eating
So
more
the-
hot dogs.
The way I look at it, Joey Chestnut loses 2.5 days of his life every 4th of July. I did the math.
You broke it down. 35 minutes per dog.
Yeah, which sounds like nothing, but he's like 10 years into doing this.
Yeah.
So that's like 20-something. That's about a month. He's lost about a month, which doesn't sound like any big deal. But, when November rolls around and you're starting to feel, I would wish I could have December and see Christmas, but I ate all those hot dogs.
Dude, they were
You might
Nathan
want
hot
that.
dogs, man. I couldn't resist. Man. Nathan hot dogs are legit good.
Right?
You'll trade a month to be able to consume
2
them?
months.
2 months.
Well, I always throw hot dogs on for parties because if people come over to my house and know me, they're a little hesitant to grab any other item on the grill.
Well, what makes you
I don't
think a
know why.
tube shape of mystery meat is going to be any different?
Well, they asked me, are those Oscar Mayer or...
That's it.
Are you judging my free food? Is that what you're doing?
Right. I mean, you got your lion tenderloins, your beaver backstrap,
No, I've seen your
deep
grills
fried rattlesnake.
stacked with the arc. I've seen it
Dude,
done.
I made, and James got to watch me make elk stew yesterday. Started it yesterday morning. Started elk stew, and man, it was the bomb. That elk meat just melted in your mouth. I did a hot butter sear on it before I put it in the crock pot and poured all the juice in there with it. And the potatoes, the baby reds.
Oh, I love
carrot.
those.
Oh, their baby reds are just, dude, oh my golly. It's just,
I'm pretty much carb free right now. So could we have more potato talk? Maybe could you describe the bread you had with the meal?
no,
Would be
there was
great.
no room for bread.
No room for
No
bread.
room for bread. Between the carrots, the celery, the onion, and those baby reds, I mean, it was complete. It was complete.
You know what I've been craving lately? Is a good old freaking Cajun boil.
Oh yeah, I miss
don't
those.
you? Just a big pot and just dumping them crab legs, the corn, the
Yes.
sausage, the shrimp,
Now there's a
the
place in Greeley
potatoes.
that used to do that. They
They
still
used
do
to
that.
know that it's not existing anymore. The plantation
The Plantation.
used to be world
And
famous
then
for
there
its
was that
Cajun
place
boil.
in Timnath. that used to do it.
I don't know.
The
There
Feed
may
and
be.
Grain.
It's
The
still
Feed and
there.
Grain used to do it. Do they still?
They still do it because my wife went there with a friend's birthday, and they just had occasion dine out like that.
Did they really?
Really?
Recently, very
Okay.
recently. So that's still around.
I like food you just dump on a table and
yeah.
you just medieval go in and eat.
Oh, the milk can dinners. We do that when we go up camping with my brother. He does the milk can dinners. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Just pours everything out on that table, plastic table, and you just dig in, man. It's just that medieval, just grab your bowl and grab with your hands and it's all intertwined and basking and bathing with one another as they should be. I mean, it's just glorious, man. It's just glorious.
Well, you go there. You do.
I totally just
that's,
went there.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm starving, man.
I
I'm gonna
know
go eat up
I
some
am
elk
really
stew.
hungry, and the one thing that I've been finding is helping me. I mean, last time when I did the 140-pound weight loss,
Yeah.
hot sauce was my friend.
Right.
Just puts hot sauce on everything.
Oh, yeah.
It gives it a flavor because you get burned on chicken. You eat so much chicken,
Oh,
and you just
yeah.
had so much. But between hot sauce and I found this new green chili that there are no carbs in it. There's nothing.
Right.
It's just literally pulverized green chilies. You can barely pour it out of this big tub because it's just clump, clump, clump. Last night, Kyla had put a bunch of little chicken tenderloins in the crock pot.
Right.
And just let them sit in there for several hours, then just shredded them up. I just took handfuls of that, threw it on a plate, poured a pile of green chili over the top of it, and
living.
sprinkled it with a little bit of cheese.
Living.
And just
Living. That sounds good.
Oh,
man.
but I mean, before I would need several tortillas.
Right.
Got to have some chips, stuff to go like
Right.
that. It's really, really difficult for me. Carbs are like my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, so, but I'm just really proud that I'm able to do that. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because of the fine makers of green chilies and hot sauce.
Yes.
So
yes. Hats off to them. Well, and the guidance from Miss Sandy. I got to tell you, I went into the doctor yesterday. I had to go over my blood work. I had my blood work done. And the last time I did my blood work, that's what sent me back to Sandy, Dr. Sandy, and got back on track, back in line. I was 0.1 away from being diabetic. And now I'm like 6 away. I mean,
you've done great.
my blood is showing huge improvements across the board, everything, man. And again, it's just that little bit of involvement with Dr. Sandy, man, that's got me back on track, back in line, man. Cutting
Get you
the sugar,
thinking. It
cutting
puts
the
that
carbs.
little voice on your shoulder.
It does, man. It does.
It does.
Yeah.
No, it does. Yeah, it totally does. It does
It
for
does.
me. It's
Huge
that-
difference, man.
Again, I keep getting that. I look at the food. How am I going to feel if I eat that? How will I feel if I don't eat that?
Right,
And
right.
I always if I don't eat it, I'm going to be more proud, feel better, and go
Right.
there. But I am, man, dude, I want.
You're rocking and rolling, though, right? I mean,
I have not
Dude, you're fading
wavered
away again,
whatsoever.
man.
I want
Right.
a real freaking meal.
right.
I've been eating piles of meat. That's great.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to, I've given myself September 13th,
Okay.
my birthday,
Cool.
is when I'm going to eat
A piece of bread.
pizza. I'm hitting.
You're going,
It's,
okay.
yeah.
You've set a
And
goal, though.
I've said
you know?
I have that day
There you go.
pegged right up.
There you go,
It's
man.
right there. It's
Setting a goal.
it's a
Baby
Monday night
steps.
opening Monday night football game.
There you go,
My
man.
birthday.
Who's playing on
a
that
pizza. I don't
tonight?
care, and I ain't gonna see anything.
Monday Night Football
but that
and
meat lover's
pizza.
coming right
now,
at me
now, wait
like
a minute.
that.
Which pizza joint are you going to?
It's. I mean,
Where you
my
going?
initial thought is if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right and get my Kersey pizza.
Kersey Pizza.
Which I love. I also have a couple
Okay.
other options. In Greeley, I love Fonta's pizza. Fonta's is
I
just
don't think we've had that.
dude. Their sausage, pepperoni, and mushroom. Oh,
Oh,
my
really?
God!
Really?
It is. It was the first pizza place I fell in love with when I moved here.
Okay.
and has stayed. That's my treat.
Gotcha.
Is
gotcha.
Fonta's pizza.
Right.
It's absolutely delicious and run by Viking fans. All right, so there's that too. But if you seriously,
Right?
it's one of those hometown, you're not going to find it anywhere else kind of pies.
Yeah, yeah.
They do it their way. fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
really like it. So it's going to be between them. It sure as hell ain't going to be ordered from someplace that's going to be bringing it to my door and offer me some
Nasty
cheeseroos or,
and-
whatever with it. Ain't going to happen, Jake from State Farm. All right, it ain't going to be that. Hey,
Oh, my God.
until next time, we'll do our Labor Day extravaganza next
Yes,
week. Now that
we
I've let
will.
him know that it's going to be happening.
So because you're going to be up jet skiing, you're going to be dirt biking, and I'm going to be.
No, I've got one more 14er to climb. I'm going to do that.
That's
Yeah,
true. You
yeah,
still have one
yeah,
left on
one
the list on the
Yeah,
bucket list. Is there
sure
a
do.
pizza Fanta waiting at the top of there? At 14?
I want to hit that donut shop at the top of Pikes Peak. Is what I want to do.
That's just wrong.
No,
man.
that's just
Yeah,
right.
It's just right, but it's just
Absolutely.
wrong. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense to
yeah,
me.
yeah, right. Put all them calories to restock at the top and head down.
Yep.
All right.
No, I
Well,
like
in the
it.
meantime, enjoy your jet skiing, enjoy your dirt biking, and I'll be doing what I do.
Hey, whatever you do, enjoy
Whatever you
yourself. Try to stay cool. We're getting
cool.
to the dog days. Not a lot left. We're going to get through this. I'm thinking about 3-4 more weeks of these near 90 temperatures. It's
But
usually
the nights are getting cooler though.
the nights are definitely
nice.
cooler, but we're still. It tends to take towards the 20s or end of September
Right.
before we start to feel a drop in the highs.
Well,
You know.
in September, man, that's when dove season starts. So dove's going to be on the grill, man. Wrapping the dove in
Never
bacon.
tried it. I need to try
You're
it.
going to.
Yeah.
You're going to that. It's a good, safe, not gamey. Man, excellent. Not far off from chicken, but so much better for you.
Bacon wrap, cream
Bake-
cheese,
oh.
jalapeno, man.
Okay,
Oh,
now
yeah.
you just threw the cream
Yeah.
cheese in there. No, I can't do that.
Really, cream cheese?
Cream cheese?
Look at the content in it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm stuck on the white stuff. That's where I'm.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no. This was
The
pure
health.
health
Okay.
wise.
Okay,
Health
well,
wise.
we can still do it without the cream cheese. We
For
can,
sure. The
we
jalapeno
can
bacon
even
wrap.
putting dove breast in the jalapeno, wrapping it with bacon, and then just regular cheese.
Yeah,
Put sprinkle some regular cheese
Yes.
on top.
Yes.
Oh, buddy, you are in for a treat, brother.
I-
You are in for a treat.
I can't wait.
Oh.
I've always just looked at them in my backyard and went, "That's kind of cool the way they coo." I've never looked at them and thought, "Wow, what a meaty specimen
You
that
ought to
is."
hear
I've
the
never
way they
got that.
sizzle.
There can't be more than a nugget in each one of them.
Oh, as they bask in the pepper and the bacon juice seeps into it, and they just marinate and start functioning
For
together.
2 more
and there's-
minutes, please insert $3.95. We'll leave you with
take you
that.
there.
All right. By the way, never told you, we are the Mike in the Mountain.
Yes, we are.
I'm Brian Gary.
Scott Cisco.
We'll talk to you next time.
Peace.
Yes. Did the whole show. I never did the opening.
Where it was. Yeah,
Watch-
thanks for joining us.
Watch the injured cards show up at the very end of this whole thing. Check out our website too, as well. At the very end.
All of that at the
Yeah,
end.
it's all in
and
there.
then our apologies to everybody who may have offended
Gosh,
during
I'm
the show.
excited about Douglas.
Disclaimer.
No legal. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.